My fellow Americans, it humbles me deeply to speak to you, not as a figure from the past, but as a soul who once walked your same soil, breathed your same air, and believed in the boundless promise of this nation. When I was a boy, I split rails by day and read books by candlelight. I was born in a log cabin in Kentucky, raised in Indiana, and molded by hardship. I knew poverty, I knew grief. My mother passed when I was just a child. Life did not pamper me, it prepared me. It was not privilege, but perseverance that brought me to the White House. Not comfort, but conviction. I tell you this not to boast, for what is a man but the sum of his service? But to remind you, greatness is not born, it is forged. I stood before a divided nation in 1861, a country tearing at its seams with anger, fear, and distrust. We were then, as you sometimes feel now, lost in argument, wary of our neighbors, uncertain of our future. Yet even amid civil war, I never lost faith. Not in the Union and not in the people. I believed and still believe that America is not a place. It is a promise. And that promise is not kept by one man or one generation. It is kept by each of you, every day, in the way you treat your neighbor, raise your children, serve your community, and vote your conscience. Democracy is not the work of the mighty alone. It is the duty of all. You face challenges today that I could scarcely have imagined. Global pandemics, artificial intelligence, natural disasters, social unrest. But let me tell you plainly, every age bears its burdens, and every generation writes its own chapter in the long story of liberty. The question is not whether you will face adversity. You will. The question is whether you will rise. And I say you can. I know what it is to be told you are less. I know what it is to fall again and again and yet rise still. I failed in business. I lost elections. I buried my sons. I led a country through its bloodiest conflict. And yet through all that, I never gave up on the better angels of our nature. And neither should you. You must not grow weary of the fight for justice. You must not become cynical about truth. You must not abandon the belief that what is right will ultimately triumph over what is expedient. In my time, we abolished slavery. Not without struggle, not without blood, but we did it. And in doing so, we reaffirmed what Thomas Jefferson had written nearly a century earlier. That all men are created equal. But equality of outcome is guaranteed to no one. You must rise and fight every morning. Fight for yourself, fight for your brother, your sister. Do not let the noise of division drown out the music of unity. I said once that a house divided against itself cannot stand. But let me now add this. A house united, though tested by wind and fire, will endure. You must find again the spirit of compromise, not as surrender, but as statesmanship. You must cherish truth, not as a weapon, but as a light. And above all, you must remember what binds you together is stronger than what seeks to pull you apart. You are Americans, not in name alone, but in heart. That word, American, it carries a weight. It means you believe in the freedom to speak, to worship, to protest, to dream. It means you have the right to rise, but also the responsibility to lift others as you climb. Do not let fear be your guide. Do not let bitterness be your legacy. Let courage be your compass. Let kindness be your creed. When I delivered the Gettysburg Address, I spoke of a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Those words were not poetry. They were a challenge and a charge. They still are. So ask yourselves today, what kind of country do you want to leave behind? What story will future generations tell about you? Will they say you were complacent, or that you were courageous? Will they say you gave in to hatred, or that you answered with hope? Will they say the American experiment ended on your watch, or that it began anew? I believe in you. I believe the dream that started in Philadelphia, that was tested at Gettysburg, that endured through Selma and Stonewall, that soared with the astronauts and marched with the workers. That dream still lives, but it needs you. It needs your hands, your hearts, your voices. It needs your action, not just your anger. It needs your service, not just your slogans. It needs your hope, not just your hashtags. I once said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So go and create it. Make it bold. Make it free. Make it just. Make it worthy of the flag that flies above you and the dreams that rise within you. America is still becoming. And you, yes, you are the authors of what comes next. May courage guide your steps. May unity strengthen your path. And may the better angels of your nature never fall silent. Thank you. And may this great nation always strive to be even greater.